Bust what I bust through and bust moves. Stay true to kill it and stay smooth. Handsome brothers stay set in the mood, but they wanted funky rhymes from the brother so cool. Trying to check the vibes and set the conversation. The keenest minds to find this observation. I'm on 10 podcast, so don't not face it. We'll be the first to declare our greatness. Checking out, check out, I'm checking it twice on the weekly. I'm busting, cause busting is life. If you don't know, now you do though. You should peep game, that'd be cool though. Cause your part is crucial, so get on the movement. If you ain't busting, don't know what you doing. Wasting your time and ignoring the truest. Some of the realest, they greatly influence. Kings in Montana creating a movement. Scrapping or rapping or laughing or acting. It really don't matter, cause this is our passion. We busting and trusting. It really is something when it comes to our family. You know that we love them. That's how we roll. Montana in the house and we taking control. Podcast kings in the place to be. We taking over, just wait and see.
Slow down and catch the vibe. Weekly buzz will be on tonight. No bull stand true and tried. It's Buzzwood, it's ride or die. Slow down and catch the vibe. Weekly buzz will be on tonight. No bull stand true and tried. It's Buzzwood, it's ride or die.
No. Yo, everybody, welcome to the Weekly Bus. We are being joined live. Let me repeat, live, baby, with DJ Actright. DJ Actright.
What's happening?
What's good, baby?
What up?
What's up, man?
DJ, what's happening, man? So, why don't you give the people what they want to know? Who are you? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe. Yo.
Oh, man. My name is DJ Actright, representing Charleston, West Virginia, all the way in the East Coast. A little bit far away from you guys, but but no, man, we linked up when we was out in Montana. I'm Petey Pablo's official DJ.
Yeah.
We was just out in Montana a month ago and had a ball. Do you hear me? A ball.
Hell yeah, that shit was awesome. Dude. That shit was going off.
And it was my first time, and it was Petey's first time in Montana also. And my light just kicked off, but we're gonna fix that.
That's all right.
Oh, it actually looks tough though.
Yeah.
Oh, with the dark? With the dark?
Yeah. We want to see his face though.
Yeah.
We want to see that smile.
We're gonna try and get it fixed. We're gonna try and get it fixed. This is the first time I'm using this thing.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was a fun ass show, dude. You guys really brought some fucking dope energy. I mean, obviously everyone wants to see the acts, but you really kept the show fucking pumping like in between and stuff. And I guess you just did it for Petey. Never mind. I'm a fucking idiot.
There was 3 different DJs.
Yeah. I'm so stoned right now.
Yeah. It was. It was cool. It was cool. The energy of the crowd.
Hey, I'm gonna shit on none of those other DJs though. You had the best set, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nah, the energy in the Newberry was incredible. And that's something that myself and Petey like we feed off of that. And a lot of people were asking, like we actually came into town a couple of days before just to check out the town, see what was going on, and ran into some people and they're like, oh, this venue is pretty small, it's blah blah blah. Sometimes those smaller venues are the best. They're like more intimate shows. But the energy was incredible and it was packed out. It was an amazing night. Yin Yang Twins came out. Paul Wall shut it down, and we had some fun too.
I like to ask questions for people who just came over from Billings. Did we show out? Did we fuck harder than Billings?
Come on. Who fucks harder?
Who fucks harder? Billings. Tell us. Let us know. We need to know.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna go with Great Falls, baby.
Yeah.
Put the man on the spot.
Billings, we love you too, man. Hopefully we come out to Billings soon.
Hey, Billings is cool, man.
I love with Billings.
Yeah. You just gotta understand, we're over here. We're top dogs, dog.
Right.
Hey, shout out to Wesley Killegel. He says, "Got my shirt off, waving around like a helicopter."
Let's go.
I was excited for all those. PD was. I mean, I remember that song came out, man. Not to make him feel old or anything, but I was like in freshman year, dude. I think it was like 2002 or 3 that song came out. I can't remember, somewhere around there, but. I'm a huge UNC fan, so obviously I'm sad about what happened last night. But I was most stoked for PD, and then I mean obviously Paul Wall, man. There's something about that Southeast rap that I always just loved, and like I told you guys, my whole thing is I ended up meeting you guys at the coffee store. I was telling so a little backstory on this. I've met a few people at a little coffee store in town. I bumped into Tim and Sugar a couple of times at this coffee shop. And
That's the spot, dude.
Yeah,
That's
and then these guys. So
low key, let's not mention names until they want to sponsor the boys.
So they, I was just getting my coffee, and the little cashier asked what I was up to, and I told her I was going to the show, and I had someone tap me on the back, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, you're going to the show tonight?" And I was just like, "Yeah," and he's like, well, "I'm PD Pablo," and he introduced me. Yeah, and it was fucking funny, dude. And you guys were just super chill, super nice, and I loved that you were just like walking around the town. Like I saw your snaps or your IG shit after that, and yeah, you guys were just enjoying the town, and I just thought it was awesome that he said something. And I mean, and then he wasn't too busy, you know. We had a decent little conversation. I try not to be weird when I meet people that are obviously, you know, famous and shit. So I usually cut the conversation off. I try to at an appropriate time. But
we didn't want to too long.
That's just who PD is. Like ever since I've ever been around PD, like before the shows, after the shows, he's always like we'll do the show, and then afterwards he's like, all right, get your stuff together. We'll leave it back here, but we're going out front to mingle with the people. We're going to talk to people.
Yo, he really did. Yeah, as soon as he got off stage, I remember he just started instantly walking through and shit.
Yeah,
he's like such a down to earth, like regular dude. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you could tell, man. It's not like I've met a shitload of famous people, but you could just tell just by just how simple the conversation was, and how you can tell when someone's invested in a conversation. And both of you were. I'm not just trying to be like, oh, it was just him, but yeah, it was just genuinely nice to like meet people from out of town who, I mean, you guys are of a certain level of fame. I mean, fuck, you know, let's be real about it. It was a nice conversation. He told me about his retreat he's opening, right? Or a camping area.
Yeah, he just bought like
sick, dude. I didn't
like
know that.
80. He just bought like 80 some acres out in North Carolina, and clearing it all out, like knocking all the trees, everything out. And
let's go.
He's calling it PD Pablo's Paradise Park.
Right.
And basically, it's going to be like a giant campground that you can like bring your RVs out to park and camp out. He's going to put like a giant stage out there so we can have festivals.
Oh, dude, that's going to be hella
So
sick,
you're going to
dude.
be out there spinning? Then?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I told him, I said, as soon as it opens up, I'm coming. I'm out there. I'm going to be the first one to play a song at PD Pablo's Paradise Park.
I want to be there. I told him that. I wasn't bullshitting either. My wife and I want to visit the South. My homie that ended up passing away, he was from Virginia, bro. And that was always the plan, was to get out there and have him show me. He's just lived just southeast of Richmond, man. And I love all that area, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, all that shit. I want to see it so bad. So.
I want to go to New Orleans bad, dude. I want to try all that Cajun food. That's just one of those.
I've never been to New Orleans.
Damn.
Never been to New Orleans.
Yeah, and you're right there.
Not
you're
that
a little
far,
hop
dude.
and a skip, dog.
Like if you turn Montana sideways,
I'm gonna tell PD, let's book something in New Orleans ASAP.
Yeah, dude. You guys would kill it, I would assume, down there. I mean, we went through there a little while ago on a honeymoon, and we weren't there for very long. But so you were in Great Falls. Let's backtrack a little bit. I see a lot of jerseys there behind you. You were telling us that you were into high school ball. What was high school like growing up? What was life like? What was your neighborhood like? Where did you grow up at? Where did you grow up at?
Well, if I can be completely honest, man, it was super white, like super white. But it was a very diverse white, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like Montana's like that, man. Like we're white, but we're like cool white. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, like it was you. I mean, you had your cliques of like your rednecks, and you had your cliques of people that just like got along with everybody, and then you had your cliques of people that were like, I'm not even gonna speak to you because I'm better than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I think everybody has those, but I tried to find myself like in that middle group. Like I just want to be cool with everybody. Like what's all the drama about? What's everybody fighting about? Right. And sports was a big proponent of that, because sports and music.
It's a bridge there. Yeah, it's a bridge there.
Right.
Sports and music bring people together from all walks of life.
Because it's either you got it or you don't. And that's what you figure out in sports.
Right. Right. It's
Hell
like,
yeah.
you got this dude that he wants to spit tobacco and go fishing and go hunting and listen to nothing but Merle Haggard and Waylon Jennings, but the next day you're going to see him in the gym at open gym giving out a 30-piece nugget to somebody.
Right.
And you're like, what? You don't like basketball?
What the hell's going on here?
He's like,
Yeah,
everybody
but no,
likes basketball.
Yeah, but it was cool though, and like I can just remember.
What city though was this? Did I miss it?
Winfield, West Virginia.
Winfield. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was thinking like looking back, I was making like mixtapes and selling them like before I was DJing. Like I would just hear music and burn them, put them all together on a CD and make like 15 copies and go to school and just like, all right, $5, you got this one, $5. So
it's hustling back in the good old days. I miss those days, fucking pressing CDs.
I kind of feel like we got that same vibe because we hustle merch. You know what I mean? But
absolutely,
we're out here hustling merch. Out of our trunk, basically. You know what I mean?
Right. But yeah, looking back, I'm like, man, I was DJing before I was DJing.
Right.
Jesse, what's good, baby?
You were bringing
Jesse Hendo,
bringing music to the people before you knew that's what you wanted to do. That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, you obviously had a good year for it.
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
Because I made some money in school.
Right. So were you big into just basketball or did you play anything else? Were you good at school? I was pretty shitty, so
that's a fucking good question.
I was a good kid.
That's a really good question.
I was a good kid, made good grades, A's and B's, but basketball and baseball, that's what I did. And they were my motivators. It was always like, if you don't make the grades, you ain't gonna play flat out. So I was a type like, let me just, I know I don't want to do this work, but I got to do it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was fucking off in a lot of different ways back in high school. So.
And then
baseball was
tell him, Jake. Tell him.
Allegedly,
is this true or not?
We were doing hood rat shit.
Everybody likes to do hood rat stuff with their friends at times, though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It is what it is.
Hey, did your guys' friends? Did at least one guy in your friend group have like a white Grand Am? That just mobbed. Just mobbed like a motherfucker. Dog. I feel like every friend group in our age group fucking has that guy.
We had the red pickup truck.
What did you say?
We had the red pickup trucks.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Dude, I remember Trevor Taylor having his truck, always slammed down that dude that you met at the basketball game.
Oh,
he always did lowriders, dude, and he fucking did them sick, bro. But he did a couple of Chevy S10s, and you think that was kind of lame, but once it's all done and painted,
they look sick,
dude, it was fucking tough. Slammed to the ground with airbags and shit. And,
I got a question about DJing.
Okay.
What's your favorite part of being a DJ?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I think my favorite part of DJing in general is just like having the ability to be creative, and like my favorite gigs are the ones where I can play multiple genres at once.
Like express yourself through music?
Yeah, like the gigs that I do where I can go from a P.D. Pablo song right into a Bon Jovi song. And then coming out of Bon Jovi, I'm going into Jason Aldean. Like, it's all about the creativity and the expression. But as far as being with Petey DJing, like just traveling and seeing a lot of cool stuff and being places I've never been, like Montana.
Hell yeah.
Like I'll be honest, never in my life would I ever have thought I'm just gonna take a trip to Montana. Right?
Yeah.
It's a little out of the way.
Especially in the middle of February in the dead of winter. Like I hate cold weather. Like give me summertime, springtime all day.
I was like, that's probably not the best time for you to come, but it's sick here, bro.
Montana's the best, bro.
But yeah, like seeing things and going places that I've never otherwise would have been able to go to.
What got you into DJing, man? Like fucking, like you said, you did the basketball sports shit in high school, man. That's kind of where you typically find out who you are, kind of as an individual. Is that where you started like fucking around with records and started spinning and shit?
It's a funny story. Like, so when I was in college and I was playing college basketball, where I lived, we had a major city 15 minutes this way and 15 minutes this way, right? So I lived like right in the middle. And my college coach would always be like, hey, don't go out this weekend. I've got people that are going out to the bars and the clubs that know you guys. So if you go out, I'm going to know you're there. Well, he always talked about this city and this city, never my city. So I was going to a local bar, and the way it was set up, they had like the bar in the front when you walked in, and in the back, they always had a room, whether it be a DJ or a live band or whatever. And me and my best friend who passed away, we would always go in, and if there wasn't anything going on in the back, we would just put money in the jukebox and just get a party started out front. Well, it got to the point where the bar manager, as soon as we would walk in, he would just hand us money. Like, here, put my money in there. Don't put your money, put my money in. So it got to a point where I'm like, man, I could start a party, you know? Yeah. And then it just so happened, like a couple months later, the DJ that they had in the back was like, told the bar manager, like, hey, I got other stuff I got to focus on. You know, I'm not going to have time to do this, blah, blah, blah. So the bar manager hit me, was like, yo, do you want to DJ in the back room? And I was like, no. It's like, I don't have a clue what I'm doing, how to run that equipment or anything. Like, no, I just want to play music up front and party up front. And,
that's right.
So he finally, like, it took some convincing, but I will give credit, man, till the day I die. Billy Price, that's the guy's name. He was the bar manager. He just kept pushing me. Hey, man, I need you to DJ. I need you to DJ. So I used the DJ's stuff for like the first couple weeks just to get familiar with it, and then got my own stuff, and then just kind of took off from there. I was like, man, this is kind of fun. I can play music and drink for free and party.
Your first gig was kind of like a paid gig, and you were partying?
Oh no, I got paid like $50, $100, and
still
my bar tab
was
covered.
Hell yeah!
At least you got paid though. You know what I mean? Some people are like fucking dying to get paid.
How old are you at this time? Like 21, 22?
Yeah, I'd like just turned 21. Yeah. So I'm like,
yeah, dude, you're ripping.
I'm like, I'm going to this bar anyway, right? Why not go and drink for free and just party with my friends?
Hell yeah! Well, free
and
bar
tab. It just took off from there.
Jesse Anderson, have a good night, brother.
You're up at that point, a college kid. You know what I mean?
College kid, free bar tab. We glazing, bro.
For sure. And this was a spot like, it was in the cut. Like I said, it wasn't in this major city. It wasn't in this major city. It was in the cut. So only like the local people knew about it. But once I started, I was telling all my people from college, like, yo, come to this spot. Like, this spot is pretty dope.
You don't gotta drive 40 minutes. You can.
Hey man, I apologize. You totally got my attention, and I'm still listening from the side every time I pop up. I had my kids here, but now they're gone. My wife has saved the day. Thank God.
So did you start? What was the ratio like? Was there some honeys there? Did you have to do a little bit of work, and then you were the one creating these good parties with some bodacious babes, if you will.
There you go, buddy. Bodacious, get in there.
I mean, it was already a cool little spot, like a good little ratio. And then once my people from college started getting familiar with it, they kept telling more people, and it was a great mixture, I would say.
Yeah. So you created a movement.
To put it to you this way, the name of the bar was called Creekside, right?
Hell yeah.
But we changed the name to Cheekside.
Oh, hell yeah. So we were doing all right. There was a couple babes in there. Okay.
I'll just leave it at that. We went from Creekside to Cheekside. So
hell yeah. Well, that had to be like kind of an intoxicating feeling, being able to create a movement like that. You know what I mean? And that's got to feel good. And so is that what kind of propelled you then, obviously? Where did you go from there then? How did you start catching steam, if you will, with your career?
I was at that place. I was at Creekside for, I don't know, maybe a year or two, and then so I'm like in this middle city, the city below Huntington, which is where Marshall University is.
Okay.
There was a guy down there who just threw parties all over the place and kind of caught wind of what I was doing. And at that point, he had actually opened up his own.
Hey, you
bar.
must have been DJing like a motherfucker to be catching wind across that far.
Oh,
you know
nice. I like what you did there.
You know, just bouncing shit.
Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy because it was Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night for like 2 years straight. So that guy had just opened up his own bar, and this place was huge. This was a huge bar, 2 levels. It's crazy, and he wanted me to come be the resident DJ for him down there. And the timing was just amazing because Creekside was actually getting ready to shut down. They had changed ownerships, and they wanted to turn it into a restaurant and shut down like the bar. So the timing couldn't have been better. Rest in peace to Cheekside.
Yeah, R.I.P.
But yeah, so the guy that brought me down to Huntington, he was like big into throwing not just parties but shows. Like he brought Rich Homie Quan, he brought Migos before they took off. So all these acts that he was bringing, I was on the ticket, I was on the bill, opening the show, intermissions, all that type stuff. So went from there, and then my current side hustle, I actually work on a radio station, and my current boss at the radio station knew what I was doing, contacted me like, hey, you want to be on the radio? And I was like, yeah, I can make some mixes and send them to you. You can play my mixes and stuff. He's like, no, you want to host your own show? I was like, shit, all right, let's do it.
Sick as fuck.
So yeah, I've been just DJing and doing my radio thing ever since.
That's tough, dude.
That's how dude, baby.
It is fucking sick.
Well, like I was saying, kind of what you were talking back to, going back to what you were talking about earlier, just it's got to feel good too. Like us being able to play, like you're at a rap show, but you can, like you said, you can go from playing a rap song to fucking Bon Jovi to, you know, whoever
Merle
else,
Haggard.
Jason Aldean or Merle, and keep the crowd into it, you know, and fucking hyped up at the same time. Like that's got to feel good that you can bounce around. You can read the.
You got to read. Yeah, I was just gonna say, do you got to read the crowd and to know if you're able to pull this off?
Right.
You don't want to bomb. You know, you don't want to bomb the energy.
Right, and you know, West Virginia, where I'm at, West Virginia is like the perfect place to do that because it is so diverse here that like people literally listen to everything. And so I'm able to do that in a lot of my bars and shows and club gigs and stuff here. And it works out well. And then for me to be able to take that and do it at other places and have it work there too. And people be like, oh, I never heard it like this. Oh, okay. This is kind of dope.
Right.
So, have your own personalized spin on it. Do you ever done any mixtapes? Do you ever work with any rappers individually? You know, or have you ever thought about doing a mixtape with PD Pablo or anything like that?
Or like remix an album, like scratch it up a little bit.
Yeah, because we fucking like our brother makes a ton of music. Our brother's a musician, man. He's probably one of the dopest rappers out of the state, to be honest with you.
I seen he was rocking with the intro.
Yeah. We seen you bob into the intro. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, our brother made that on his. That's his beat and everything, all that shit.
Okay.
But that was just, you know, that. I mean, that ain't him really like showing his talent. He just made that for us.
Just messing around type thing.
Yeah, type joint.
But the question was, bringing it back in, is that do you ever fuck around and make mixtapes and shit?
So I've actually hosted a couple of mixtapes for some guys here in West Virginia. I used to love like those DJ Drama.
Old school mixtapes. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
All those like where you're hearing the DJ, like you're hearing the DJ talk shit, you know, before the song or in the middle of the song, whatever. Like I would always be like, that's dope. Like I like that. So a couple artists here in West Virginia hit me probably 3 or 4 years ago and was like, yo, let's get in the studio and can you just like record a couple little intros for a couple of these songs. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. And they sent me the song, so I kind of got an idea of what I wanted to say or whatever. and I went to the studio and just scratched whatever I'd wrote down and just kind of freestyled hosting a song. And the guy was like, okay, I want you to do that on the next 4 or 5 songs too. So the only thing is he has yet to release it though.
What?
His name is J. Luke.
Hey, hashtag J. Luke, drop that shit.
Drop that fucking fire,
let's bomb J. Luke.
Yeah, so I hosted. He was wanting to do this thing. He was going to do 30 for 30, like the ESPN type thing.
Yeah.
And he was going to do like 30 songs in 30 days, something like that. And he was going to put it all together in a mixtape. So I don't know why he hasn't put it out yet. I don't know what the progress is, but I'm ready for it to drop anytime because it was some serious stuff.
Free Actright's music.
Oh shit. All right, well that leads me right into my next fucking question then, man, because DJs have grown into this multi-industry fucking talent, man. And what I mean by that is that, you see the DJs like, the dramas and shit that have pushed over into production and, they got hired into big level, shit just from street mixtapes. But then you also have the DJs that fucking took an alternative route and went the entertainment route and also had done the podcast like DJ Envy and fucking, you got DJ Vlad and all them guys. You ever thought about doing or hosting a podcast or an interview or a radio talk show host like that?
Well, yeah, so actually when COVID hit, actually a little bit before COVID, I started doing these, I called them house parties, and I would be on Facebook Live or Instagram Live, and I would just be DJing at my house, like just doing a whole ass mix on Facebook Live. I called them my house parties. So
there you go.
Those were really fun and really successful. But then I kept running into like the Facebook would shut it down and mute it because of the copyright for the music.
Facebook.
Yeah, right. So then I actually started this little like podcast talk show type thing. It was called Listen Up Live with DJ Actright. We did like 7 episodes, I think. And I always brought on an artist from West Virginia or somewhere that was local to me, like somebody up and coming. And that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, but some stuff just kind of got in the way. Timing was issues. Basically, I'm making excuses that I just stopped doing it.
That's all right.
Basically, I'm just making an excuse. I don't know. I think I didn't give it enough time. I did like I said, 6 or 7 episodes. It was 1 episode a week. I never recorded them. I just always did it live. And it was picking up. And then I think the last one, the guy I was talking to, we were kind of having some connection issues and the numbers were down. I was like, I don't even know if I want to do it anymore. So I'm like one of my biggest critics, right? I think a lot of people are their biggest critics. And if you're not happy with something, instead of like, I'm just going to give it more time. Just give it more time. You want those instant results.
Instant gratification. It's not your fault though. It's a societal thing. We've been raised. We have cars that transport us to one city to another city so fast. Now look, we don't even got to drive no more. We got Teslas. We got microwaves that have our food done in 2 or 3 minutes. Matter of fact, we have air fryers that do it cleaner and more efficiently now. It's we live in an instant gratification world, so it's hard to build something in our mind now that takes a long time to see a result from.
I was reading an article that was saying that fast food chains were the downfall or like the creation of basically instant gratification.
I don't believe that, bro.
Not like, obviously we had like steam powered, shit and stuff like that. But it's just like you can get a fucking meal in 4 minutes, bro. This shit took me forever back in the day.
And you don't even have to get out of your car.
Yeah. You don't
nowadays you don't even have to leave your house. You just DoorDash. Boom, boom. Here comes my food.
I've never done that. I can proudly say I've never DoorDashed.
What? I haven't either, bro, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I've been
you're probably a Grubhub guy.
I'm not saying this. I'm not paying this fucking price. I will starve to death and die before I pay an extra $15 on this goddamn cheeseburger. What do I have in here? Some ketchup and some crackers.
Ketchup and bologna. Fuck it,
Yeah,
it's in there.
fuck,
Hey,
dude.
hey, man, you got those sweet ass jerseys. I know you talked about it before, but you got a Bryant jersey back there, man. What's that? Like, what Bryant is that?
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
That's my brother Truck Bryant. One of the
Okay, I'm just
funniest-
making sure you didn't know Kobe or anything.
Oh no. But this dude right here is one of the funniest dudes ever. He's from New York.
Sweet, dude. Is he playing actively?
No, he actually played overseas for about 9 or 10 years and then retired. And he owns his own cleaning company. Like he cleans big houses, condos, and stuff like that in Morgantown, West Virginia, and in Miami. But I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tracy McGrady and his new like one-on-one league that he just started.
I didn't know about his league, but I know Tracy McGrady, man.
No, just no
so-
T-Mac.
Team Mac, baby.
So Truck works like hand in hand with Tracy McGrady on this one-on-one league.
Damn.
Yeah. He started his own podcast. He started his own podcast, basically just Instagram Live talking shit about basketball, and he would have like thousands of people tune in, and then was like, why don't I just turn this into something?
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah, I was good. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. You said he's a funny motherfucker, man. Like you're like, that's a funny like one of the funniest people I know, man. I was gonna say, has he done anything with his comedy then?
not with comedy. He's just one of them dudes, like he's just funny and doesn't try to be.
That's my brother Levi, man. That's
Like you just have a conversation with him and he'll just say some shit. He'll just roast somebody or say something about somebody.
That's Levi, man.
You're just like, what?
Yeah. Just torches them real quick. Got everyone rolling.
I wanted to say, yeah, podcasting is like a second or third job, depending on how many jobs you actually have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This shit is inconsistent and fucking hard, bud.
Really is,
know?
man.
And if you want to do it right, then you got to put in the time and put in the all the resources necessary.
Yeah.
How do this is your first time? Have you watched any of our episodes by chance? I mean, if you don't say yeah, it's okay. I mean, we just want an honest answer. Like, to be honest.
I've not gotten a chance to. I'll be honest.
That's cool, man. That's cool. What do you think about being on the show as a first-time viewer and as a first-time guest?
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, let's go, man.
And I'll be honest. It's like it's different for me because I'm usually on like the other end, like on my radio show. I'm usually interviewing people and doing all that. So I'm like, me getting interviewed is new to me.
Yeah, that's what Ryan Garcia was saying when we had him on the show. A friend of ours has a radio show in Denver.
Actually, he has the largest sports betting radio station in all of Colorado. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's our dog. We've been on there a couple times, and I have a shared feeling with you and Ryan. Actually, it's fucking weird being interviewed when you're the interviewer usually.
Right, right.
Hey, if anyone's wondering what this background is, it's because we're going to LA,
Los Angeles, the cities of angels, and we're gonna go there and make our dreams come true.
Constant danger.
We're like a month away from that.
Yeah, he's throwing up there. Like, he knows what it is. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
So you were telling me the other day that you're a gym teacher. How does that work with your schedule? Like, do you travel a lot on the weekends then, or not gym teacher? What physical ed? Sorry, I don't want to.
So it's actually, if you want to get technical, it's wellness. Right.
Hell yeah.
Health and wellness.
So they've combined health class and phys ed class into one. It's called wellness. But yeah, it's actually worked out really well. The majority of PD shows have been on a Saturday or even a Friday, and
That's fucking sick, dude. Wait, you're still doing school and then hitting the weekend tour?
100%. 100%. I leave class. I leave school on Friday, and where my school is. It's like a 5-10 minute drive to the airport. So I leave school and hop on a plane and end up where
I ain't gonna lie, dude. That's the dream, bro. That is so cool.
Well, that's grinding, dude. I mean, that's grinding.
And then we do the show. We do the show Saturday, and then I'm on a flight Sunday morning, and I land at like usually 5 or 6 p.m. Sunday. I go to bed, wake up, and I'm at school Monday.
Damn,
I love that, dude.
Yeah. Like I said, those kids gotta they probably love you. Or do they do they like the music that, like some of this stuff? I mean, for us, it's, shit that we grew up with, but that stuff from a little bit back in the day. Do they like the music like PD and Paul Wall and the shit that you're into that you grew up listening?
It's funny. They've never actually commented on like the music aspect of it, but they always say like, "Oh, I saw where you were in Montana this weekend. How was that? Was that cool?" They all like to stalk my Instagram and stuff like that. But they'll be like, "Oh, where are you going this weekend?" I'm going to North Carolina this weekend. So
that's
cool, they think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't really asked them about the music side of it. They just see me traveling and going places and being on a stage in front of.
So what grade are you teaching, bro?
What'd you say?
What grade are you teaching?
Middle school. So I got 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade.
Are you dunking on those fools?
I just shoot.
Yeah. He's the shooter. He was telling me.
That's right.
I just tell him put a hand up.
Don't be lying, man. You be lowering the hoops.
I would.
It's on the 8-footer.
I would fucking give one of them the boot while I'm going up too. Fucking right in the chest. Sorry, buddy. Next time.
He's playing like Adam Sandler, out there when he's in Billy Madison.
Fucking elbow his ass.
Should have been standing there.
Yeah, shouldn't be in the way of the elbow.
Hey, I heard they're outlawing dodgeball. Is that hold true for you?
Yeah, it's like in the Book of Shame.
Damn.
So
more.
It's a cold world out here, baby.
Not even the foam balls anymore, bro. Can't even play anything.
It's a freaking cold world out here,
bro. We was rubber balled up.
But I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. There's creative ways around things.
Yeah.
So we still play a version of dodgeball.
Look at this guy, Daniel Molina, man. What's good, baby? He just sneaks into the studio. What's good?
What is it like? Baby? I mean, I feel like I'm not trying to sound like an old head, but I mean, I was in high school and middle school. I mean, it's like 15, 20 years ago. Yeah. And it's like, I feel, what is it like having these kids in PE class? Are a lot of them still like active? I don't know. I just feel like things are a little bit different. As far
no
as how
pacer test. Like, how's this shit going down, bro?
Is it hard to get kids to want to be active, or do you have a pretty good, or is everyone pretty, what's it like as a teacer right now?
Good question.
Should we dry scoops and bucked up? Everybody vote yes or no in the comments. Let's go.
So it's funny, like that age, that middle school age, they're like trying to figure out kind of who they are in a sense, and like
dodgeball. Yes, that's what.
So you got the 6th graders that are still kind of in that elementary school mentality, like I just want to play, right? I don't care what game we do. I just want to go play. If all we do is run laps today, I bet I run more laps than you. I bet I'm faster than you.
Hell yeah.
Right? Then you got the 7th graders, which is like kind of 50-50. Like, yeah, I still want to play, but I don't want to play too hard and seem like I'm trying too hard and be too cool. And then you got
too athletic.
And then you got the 8th graders who were like, I'm too cool to do this. I don't want to sweat. So it's actually a really good mixture.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think you're in a cool place as a wellness teacher, because like you also get that fun aspect as being a fun teacher. Yeah, but also get that opportunity to dial in on these kids for a moment too, because I like you get down, like you're stretching with them, like that's a good time to chop it up with those students. You know what I mean, and vibe it out with them. I think it's a really dope opportunity as like a wellness teacher to get close to knowing these kids as fucking people.
Before Randy left, that's what he was doing. Shout out to Randy Kiesler. He made this banner in the back.
Randy's our fucking dog, baby.
And it's cool because it's cool about that middle school age, because like they're at the age where you can still mess around with them, joke with them, have fun with them, but they're also at the age where they're going through some serious stuff. Like, and you can have a legit conversation to help them through stuff.
Right, yeah.
So it is pretty cool at times when you have those teachable moments and things like that.
But I feel like as like a teacher, like in that area, I mean, obviously you got to buckle down when you're in health class and trying to teach them actual school shit, but you have a little bit, I don't know, I'm not trying to tell you what your job is, but it seems like you would have maybe a little more wiggle room as a gym teacher to have fun and maybe kind of you could navigate situations and stuff with the students a little bit differently. It doesn't have to be so. I don't know. That to me, my favorite teachers were always like my gym teacher. I mean, I had a lot of cool teachers, but some of my favorites, especially like you're saying in middle school and shit, were my gym teachers.
Right. And stuff. And I'm a big ass kid anyway, so
yeah,
I
same here.
I like to get on their level, with them. Basically, right. If I got like the days where we just we call them, free day, choice day. We just roll some equipment out, let them play. If I got some kids down there on the end shooting basketball, I'm shooting with them. I'm picking up. We're playing 2-on-2.
Hell yeah.
So
outside of basketball, like what's kind of like one of your favorite goofy games, if you will, like from back in the day, or like what game did you like playing the best? I don't know, like
badminton.
Or like
what about the little sliders
like
when they ran over your fingers?
Course, you back in the day we used to do the obstacle course and the parachute one.
You don't see those anywhere.
With the balls. I mean, that may be more elementary school shit, but like we like to fuck around and play lacrosse when we had a free day in like middle school and shit. Like what was I guess goofy game wasn't it? And what was your favorite games growing up?
Like the parachute? What are you asking, Jake?
What kind of game he like fucking with? What's one that he liked fucking with when he was younger?
Bro, the parachute.
That was yours?
No,
I would say
scooters were the best time, is it not? But
I would say two things come to mind. The scooters will always come to mind. The scooter relays.
Yeah, the obstacle course.
And then we also had this game in elementary school we played. We called it 10-pin. Everybody had their own bowling pin. And, like, if it fell down, you were out. But, like, there would be, like, 30 kids in the class, but we'd have, like, 10 balls. So you didn't really know, like, where a ball was coming from. People would throw it and try to hit your pin. If your pin fell, then you were out. So you had to be the last one standing. So that was always a pretty fun game.
Hell yeah. I'm with you with the obstacle course scooter one.
Anytime dodgeball, volleyball, and basketball came up, that was the best.
High school?
Dodgeball, I think I had the most fun with. You know why.
I like when you had to crawl through the mud.
Equal rights and equal lefts to everything.
You know when they had the field full of the rope nets and you had to crawl under them and they shot guns into the mud next to you?
What?
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Like, what the fuck?
I went through that basic training.
I did archery.
That was the step before. It was like, we're either sending you to prison or military camp. So
I forgot. That's when Ty went away for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Well, Mom said he was sending him to military school.
I always fucked with volleyball, badminton in high school. I like doing either like volleyball or badminton, dodgeball.
Pickleball. Oh, DJ Actright, you win pickleball or not? Pickleball, yay, or pickleball, no?
Pickleball, yay! I love pickleball.
Pickleball, yay, dog!
Dude,
hell yeah! What about you, Ty?
What's pickleball, yay?
What?
Pickleball, bro.
Oh, I like pickleball.
It's like
pickleball's cool.
Disrespect that.
Yeah.
It's
how fucking dare you?
Fat paddle. Small net, bro.
That is the happiest and the maddest I've ever seen old folks working. When I was working at the peak, that was the happiest and the maddest I've ever seen old folks. Yeah. When they're playing pickleball. Racquetball. The tournaments, dude, are for real.
Racquetball shit.
Racquetball. Oh, I love racquetball.
So what's your students' favorite game? What's one of your favorite ones to pull out when it's just like, fuck it, dude, I just want these kids to have a good day? What's one of the ones you like whipping out? They like.
So I would say one of their favorite games would be we call it mat ball. It's basically a giant game of kickball with modified rules. Like you could have like 12 people on a base at one time, and it's okay in there.
Yeah, I think we played something similar to that back in the day. It's just yeah.
Shout out to our boy Kalen Legg.
Where was the last stop you had on your tour, anyhow?
With Petey?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it was actually Montana. We actually did that show and then took a couple weeks off, and then here in April we're about to pick back up, and it's like shows almost every weekend back to back.
Where are you going? Where's your first stop, baby?
Because you've done some shit after Montana, though. It just wasn't with Petey, right?
Right. Yeah, I've done some shows like here locally in West Virginia.
Dude. The shit you have coming up is fire, dude. You have a cool schedule coming up.
Yeah,
talk about
so I'll have to look it up. I'll tell you in a minute.
So we got a couple shows. The next couple are actually in Charlotte. But the next like big one is gonna be Cinco de Mayo weekend. Mm-hmm. So May 3rd, 4th, and 5th, it's a 3-day festival out in Charlotte. It's called Love and Life Festival. And it's going to be the headliners are actually the Chainsmokers, Post Malone, and Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, dude, it's so wild, and I've seen that.
And PD, myself and PD are going to perform on that Saturday, May the 4th. And I think they're supposed to be releasing like the
May the 4th be with you.
I think they're supposed to be releasing the schedule and the lineup this coming Tuesday. But I have a feeling that the Chainsmokers will probably headline Friday, Post Malone will headline Saturday, and Stevie Nicks Sunday. So,
dang,
but it's crazy because like,
so do you get to hang out with these individuals? You get to meet like fucking Stevie Nicks and shit.
Hopefully, if she's cool, like we did. You know, everyone's different, and every setup at shows are different. But one of the coolest.
But you get the opportunity being back there and shit, though, right?
Like if you bump into it, like it's all about opportunity and if they're chill.
Yeah. But one of the coolest things that I've done with Petey, we did the Lovers and Friends Fest last year in Vegas.
With fucking us,
Lovers and Friends.
And the whole backstage area, was like a giant like campground, and everyone's trailers were together. Like our trailer was right beside Chingy, right across from Manny Fresh.
Ew.
So like everyone's just walking back and forth, mingling with people. You know,
that's cool, man. What a networking opportunity, man.
Yeah, and it's like there's no like security back there. It's just like there's security at the gates, obviously, but back there it's just like people just hanging out, chilling, vibing. You know, everybody's just cool with each other and stuff like that.
That's the fucking legit, man. I would have just fucking had so much fun hanging out with people, dude.
Like that kid says, that's
huge
legit,
networking. Huge networking.
Yeah, bro, dude. That's the way it should be.
Are you? How did the thing between you and Pete? Did we go over that? How did it become a thing between you and Petey? Did we talk about that? How did you link up with Petey and then become? So you're his personal DJ, or what are you for Petey then? Yeah,
I'm Petey's official tour DJ, official show DJ. Yeah. Whenever he does a show, he calls me. Actright, we got a show next week. We there. So it was funny. Like, so I was actually DJing for a guy locally here. At the time, his name was Jay Lurch. Now he goes by Jordan Banks. And he did a show in Marietta, Ohio. He opened up for Twista, Petey, and Chingy. And this was back in 2021, I think. So about 3 years ago.
I heard Twista low key is one of the coolest motherfuckers down. Like just like
cool as hell. Yeah. Cool as hell. So yeah, he opened up for them. And after the show, we're all just like chilling in the green room. And I noticed that Petey and Chingy, neither one of them two had a DJ with them. So they just used like the house system there. I guess they just plugged their flash drive in or whatever, and the sound guy ran their show. So we're in the green room, just, you know, BSing, talking, whatever, follow each other on social medias, whatever. And then come to find out, I see like a month later, Petey and Chingy are both going to be doing a show in Ashland, Kentucky, which is like 30 minutes from my house. So I just messaged Petey like, yo, I see where you're going to be in Ashland. It's like 30 minutes from my house. I'm going to pull up to the show. And he was like, that's what's up. He said, let me know. I got you. I'm going to take care of you, blah, blah, blah. And I said, hey, by the way, I noticed in Marietta you didn't have a DJ. Like, did your DJ just not make it, or do you not have one? Or he was like, no, I don't have one. And I was like, I'm free that night. I'll just come down and do the set if you want. He was like, come on, come do it. So
yeah, that's kind of tight as hell, dude.
So, but no, it's crazy. So I get down there before Petey does. I get all my stuff set up. Like, I'm hype as shit. Like, I'm about to DJ Petey Pablo. Like, what? I get down there early, set up, do a sound check, and then I meet Petey across the street at the hotel. Before the show even starts, we're just at the hotel bar, you know, having dinner. And he was like, hey, what you doing tomorrow? And I was like, none, just going back home. He was like, nah, we got a show in Lexington tomorrow, and you coming with us.
Hell yeah.
I'm just hanging around.
This is before we even do the first show together. He already wants to bring me to the next one. So I'm like, okay.
You're my road dog now.
So we do the show in Ashland that night, and you'd have thought that we had been doing it for 15 years. Like, the chemistry was just crazy. Oh, but before we even did the show, he's one input on the set list. Like, what songs you want to do? What songs you want to do? Blah, blah, blah. Like, he was open for my suggestions and stuff. So we put the show together. Like I said, you'd have thought we've been doing it for 10, 15 years. And then after the show, the next day we go to Lexington, do the show in Lexington, same thing. And then we're getting ready to leave the hotel. He's about ready to go back to North Carolina. I'm going back to West Virginia. I'm like, hey, man, I appreciate the opportunity, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yeah, I'm going to contact you. You're my official DJ now if you want to do it. So I'm going to contact you. We're going to do shows all the time. I said, yeah, let's do it.
So what's some of the biggest festivals you've done so far, man? Like, festivals got to be like, you said, like, you get an opportunity to be your fucking, like, yourself, and like that. Isn't that like a festival moment? Like, you get to completely just let out.
Yeah,
the control the crowd type of shit. Because that, being a DJ, man, that's a big responsibility when you got 30,000 people looking at you. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. Just crowd control, knowing what to play, and honestly, something that people don't really think about sometimes is like who all is on the bill, who all is performing that night. You don't want to play their songs, right? So you got to take all that into account too. I'm not gonna.
Well, not only that, you got to consider some of their beefs. These are rappers, dog. These rappers beef with motherfuckers, bro.
Right.
You be fucking around and play the wrong fucking song, get beat up backstage.
Right. But like, we're doing the show in Montana, and I'm not gonna play Salt Shaker from Yin Yang Twins, knowing that they're about to come out in 20 minutes and perform it.
And throw that song down.
Right.
It kind of deflates their shit a little bit.
Yeah, so you got to take all that into consideration too. But yeah, like some of the festivals are super fun. You just coming from where I come from, I'm not supposed to be doing this. So like it's always a surreal moment, like pinch me moment every time we do a show, but definitely when we do a festival.
And what year did you say you were doing this with? You started with PD 21, or was it before that? I didn't hear.
Yeah, it was 2021 when me and PD met and started doing shows together.
That's cool as fuck, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's that opportunity that just kind of fell in your lap, man. How long were you been working as a DJ, like prior to that shit on the bigger stage?
I started DJing probably back in 2011, but really starting to take it serious probably 2013, 2014.
That's crazy.
Oh, word.
That's a huge growth, bro.
But you've had some big people. You said like Migos and all that shit though. Like you've worked with big artists.
You said that's before they blew up in like a smaller.
Even so though.
Yeah,
like,
I know that's what
what I mean. Like you got
made
the,
that connection. And
man. Like so, like who was like some of like the bigger names? I know you mentioned a couple of, but like, do you remember any notables?
Like when I was starting.
And it's just coming through your
just
mind.
The people that popped off.
But mind, like, dude, I open up like these guys are sick as fuck that I remember working with.
So yeah, Migos is probably the top. Just like I don't know if you're familiar with No Label 2, like when I don't know why I came in this club with you. So that song on that album like had just came out when Migos came to Huntington. So they were big, but like before they blew up. So Migos, Rich Homie Quan, Lil Durk came.
Damn, that's cool.
I don't know if you're familiar with August Alsina.
Oh yeah, August, man. He did some shit with Kid. Kid hopefully is going to be coming on the fucking show. We've been in contact with Kid and his management too at a G Unit.
Yep.
And then, he did that song with Downtown. August did.
Yeah.
He had that he did that fling with fucking Jada, dog. The whole fucking entanglement thing with Will Smith and Jada. That's August.
Yep. And then up in Morgantown, where WVU is, West Virginia University, it's like the #1 party school in the country.
Hell yeah.
No, I heard Arizona is though.
Actually, if you go to Playboy, they say Wazoo. They said they had the top 10 most partyingest colleges.
They did say that,
and they said, "Sorry, Wazoo, professionals aren't allowed to be rated."
So I'll put WVU consistently in the top 5.
There you go.
All right.
But I've done some shows there where they brought in Jack Harlow.
Shit.
K Camp has been up there. I've done shows for him. So
That's cool.
I really
man.
Just coming from where I started, and like I said, just being from where I'm from, like the stuff that I've done, like I'm not supposed to do that, right? So
it's fucking John Denver, dude. Take me home,
Right,
country roads,
right.
dude. What?
Right.
Are you married, bro?
No, I'm about to be engaged soon, though.
Let's go. Congratulations.
Were you making sure she heard that?
Yeah. No, I got.
So my question is like, you know, being in a relationship or anything like that steady, is it tough being on the road all the time? We're always on the road. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just coming on from your perspective, you know, is it tough, you know, from your side?
Yeah, it is. It makes it easier though now with, you know, technology. It's just a FaceTime away. But but you know, it helps that our shows are on the weekends, so I've got all week. You know, and I'm usually gone just a Friday, Saturday, or you know, I'm back on Sunday. But
See, we do tough. 4-day stints.
Yeah,
we leave on like Wednesdays or Thursdays,
and then we're gone throughout the weekend.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it is tough. It is tough because I got my girl and my dog. We got a husky together.
Hell yeah! Nice.
It's tough leaving them.
Hell yes in there.
Everything.
I knew it was coming.
I love saying hell yeah.
I just wanted to show you guys something real quick. Hey, will you zoom in on this, Swiss?
Swissy Diggy, let's go.
All right, so if everybody didn't know, Bucked Up sells meat seaseaning.
And I was like, what don't these guys sell, man?
I found that like on the website the other day. I just wanted everyone to know that that's butter herb right there. So slap it on some meat.
So what year what year yum. What year were you born, if you don't mind me asking?
Me? I was born in 1989. I'll be
Let's go.
So like what was some of, I'm an 88 baby. So like what's some of your favorite shit? Like in high school, dude, it was like I loved Mac Dre, like Jeezy, Bun B, Paul Wall, PD. Like, what was some of the shit that you really liked listening to? Like middle school, high school, as you were developing your taste of music, if you will.
So honestly, it's like it's like full, like my life is like a full circle moment, because that's, you know, like you said, that's when PD was getting big with Freak Elite. That's Chris Brown was just coming out.
Some fucking heaters, dude.
You know, Usher was huge at that time.
Usher.
So Yin Yang Twins. Like when I was in school, I liked that party music. Like let's dance, let's
party. Baby, you're in the stuff. So were you getting crunk, or were you fucking doing like what you like you know, party music? Was it crunk music?
I was. Man, I danced. I was moving to whatever. If it's got a beat, I'm dancing to it. I'm in there.
He said, "I'm in the cut."
Hell yeah. What was one of your favorites? So if you had to pick like one of your favorite musicians,
in what year? What year?
Yeah, what year?
Give me come on, Jake.
So one of my favorite musicians.
Well, I mean that's what I meant, like rap wise, like what we were talking about, like in high school as you were going through. Like, what was one of your favorite like rap musicians you liked listening to in high school?
Oh man, I was kind of like G Unit, like 50.
Yeah, let's go.
Lloyd Banks, like
Dark. Levi said this shit too, man. Richard Nixon on their asses. Let's go. 50's the king, dude.
G Unit, huh? Yeah, Buck was one of my favorites.
G-Unit's the king, baby. Yeah.
Black Gloves by fucking Young Buck. I fucked with that song so hard in high school.
Hell yeah.
Or Young Bloods was a big one.
No,
dude, I fucking played so much there.
And you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've talked to PD, you know, several times about how his music and just music from that era is so timeless.
It is, dude.
So like if you know, I look at it two ways. Look at how many songs from that era and from that time have been sampled over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I look at it as from a DJ's standpoint, I'm still playing those songs at peak hours at the club.
Yeah,
bro,
and they're still fucking.
And people are
let's
still
just bring
dancing,
it to the Newberry real quick. When you drop that heater, like Rap Y'all City or anything like that, yo, dude, the whole place went bananas. Come on, baby.
Yeah. So like that's why I'm telling, like, bro, the stuff that you guys did back in then is so timeless, and it's gonna live on forever.
Yeah.
Because that was like, it was just good music. It had good beats. It had good melodies. It had good content, good lyrics.
Just everything in it was fucking, yeah. Young Jeezy was always one of my favorites.
Okay, so speaking of timeless classic music,
dude.
right? Do you know who Cobra Man is?
Cobra Man.
Do I know who is?
Cobra Man.
Cobra Man. I do not know who Cobra Man is.
All right, let's just write that down, and then on your free time, just browse it and
Cobra Man. As soon as this interview ends, that's the first thing that you should look up on your Google.
Because we're powered up. Dude.
So with you being into basketball, do you got a bracket or two filled out?
Or are they already busted and done?
Actually, I got so pissed off 2 or 3 years ago because I filled out brackets based on like knowledge of the game, right? Not based on, I like their jerseys colors. I like, and my brackets got busted. So I was like, you know what? This year, I'm not filling one out. I'm just going to watch the games.
Yeah.
Bro, I quit caring about college basketball as much when I've been kicked out of a business establishment for life over Duke and UNC basketball games.
You're banned for
I'm
life?
a Duke fan. I'm a huge Duke fan, bro.
He's banned for life.
Yeah, out of one of my favorite establishments that there ever was, and I won't talk about it because I am banned for life. I'm going there because I threw a fit, pretty big one.
Yee.
Hey, so you're a Duke fan?
What's that?
You said you're a Duke fan?
Yes.
Let me see if I can adjust this real quick. You see that on the background?
Yeah, I do see that. Yeah.
Chris Duhon.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Dude, how many jerseys do you got?
Yeah, let's do a little pan around your room.
Jesus
Let's see your room a little bit there. That thing is sick. Is this your little man cave? Not little, I guess, but this is your man cave.
Man cave.
I was trying to be
balling, dog.
Your little man cave. I was trying to be.
This looks as big as his studio, dog.
Dick, dude.
What a dick.
Yeah, he's got more jerseys than we got wall space.
And there's more tuggies around there. You can guarantee
I don't know about that. We got Christian.
Christian gives tugs.
See, man.
Hey, man, we're coming up on the hour for sure, bro. And I want to give an opportunity for you to really shout out your people, man. You've been fucking great to us. And I want to say thank you for your gracious time, man. You are the shit, man. And we didn't have a dry.
We're going to smell it.
We didn't
fucking DJ Actright.
That's fucking right. We didn't have a dry moment, man. You fucking kept killing it. Every time I thought there was a moment for me to speak, there you were just killing it. So I want to say thank you, but I think this is a good opportunity for you to fucking shout Petey Pablo out, whoever, man, because you got some cool people backing you and you have a cool story, man.
Well, I appreciate you guys, inviting me on. I'm glad we could work it out. I know we've been talking for, a week or so, a couple of weeks trying to get things scheduled, but I appreciate the opportunity. Appreciate you guys having me on. And I just counted 17 jerseys. 17 jerseys.
Yeah.
But nah, man, big shout out to Petey Pablo, man. That's my big brother. We got a lot of good stuff coming in the next couple months. A lot of shows, so you can follow him on Instagram at Big Papa Petey.
I got it.
Big Papa, baby.
He's funny.
You can follow me. You can follow me on Instagram as well at DJ Actright WV.
You better y'all act right, motherfucker.
Act right or get left. You feel me?
That's right.
Hey, Swiss Stickler. Our boy Swiss Stickler said he followed you, so please follow him because he doesn't.
Yes, sir. Anybody that follows me, I follow back. Like I'm not the type of they follow me. Cool. No, I follow back. And then you can check out. I got a website with upcoming shows and merch and all that stuff. It's DJActrightWV.com. It's
WV.
Link in bio.
Hell yeah.
Link in bio, baby.
Hell yeah.
But no, thank you guys, man. You guys are awesome, man. I really appreciate it.
No, dude, I could talk for hours with you about music and just all that shit, man. I want to come check out the East Coast so bad. So hopefully.
Hey, when Petey gets Petey Pablo's Paradise Park officially set up, ready to go, all of y'all are coming out, man.
The boys will pull up. The boys are pulling up.
Cover that, dude.
And we'll do an episode. We'll do an episode live in person with everybody at the park.
That'll be lit.
That would be fire, dude.
Hey, we're getting some jerseys made too, bro. If we send you a jersey, man, we like, you know what I mean? We want to make it on your wall, dog.
Yeah, we got a new. Are you talking about making a bust one or
the bust jerseys? Yeah.
If we made those LA looking ones, those are they fuck too hard, dude.
100%.
Way hard.
You can't show it to too many people because you're about to get engaged, dude. That jersey would fuck too hard.
Yeah.
You'd have to keep it hidden, bro. Only for your old lady. Your
old lady'd be pissed if you walk outside your house.
Oof.
You guys get a jersey made. I need all of you all to sign it for me, and I'll put it up on the wall.
Let's go, man. All right, bro.
DJ's a fucking G, bro.
So hey, we got some people that we gotta shout out before we let you go. And then before we let you go, will you stay on the horn for about 5 minutes or so after we end this live, brother?
We're just gonna run some ads real quick. Let's watch some ads.
Let's watch some ads straight from one of the greatest sponsors we have.
Bucked Up is a company who has made it their sole mission to bring nothing but the best to the table when it comes to supplemental and fitness products. Founded by two forward-thinking brothers, they have assembled a team of like-minded people who have blossomed this company into a powerhouse in the fitness world as well as in the health and wellness community. Bucked Up is focused on using only the best ingredients and scientists to create amazing products that will help amplify performance, increase energy, and promote overall wellness. Jumpstart your fitness journey with some amazing Bucked Up products today. Join the weekly busboys and let's get bucked up now. Promo code WEEKLY for 20% off at checkout.
Elevate your vaping and smoking experience with 20 Past 4, Montana's premier vape, water pipe, and accessory shop. Discover a world of possibilities at 5 convenient locations, 2 in Great Falls, 1 in Helena, 1 in Billings, and for our friends in Arizona, we've got you covered with a location in sunny Prescott. Our knowledgeable and friendly staff are ready to guide you through the latest trends, ensuring you to find the fit for your lifestyle. Plus, don't miss out on exciting promotions and discounts, making your shopping experience even better. 20 Past 4, where quality meets satisfaction. Visit us today at one of our 5 convenient locations.
So they've seen it.
And make sure you guys check out the Halftime Sports Bar and Casino. They are the best entertainment hub in all of Great Falls. If you were looking for the sports games that you desire, basketball, football, fighting, you got it.
BKFC on now.
And if you're hungry, make sure you check out Taco Treat. There is conveniently located in Halftime and also conveniently located at the Amigo Lounge, where you can pick up the casino and your gambling needs at the Amigo Taco Treat location with the Emerald City Casinos, baby. So don't forget about those guys. Check out Halftime Sports Bar and Casino and say hi to Robin from us.
Yo, I wanted to give a shout out to the Premier team. I had a good talk with Audrey and Paul. I almost said Dustin. I was like Paul. I had a good talk with those guys. They have some really big things coming up here soon. Hopefully we can get in soon with them and do a live episode or go through a walkthrough with the house is what they want to do. So shout out to them. If you got a house that you need to sell or you're trying to buy, check them out. They're awesome people, local people. Hit them up.
Like Rich Homie Quan said, we're walking through the open house.
Shit.
And if you need something removed, Hudson's Trash Removal. You need a gun, he'll get it gone. And he don't say nothing, so you ain't got to even ask. And the number one, I said what?
The number one dispensary in all of the great state of Montana.
What?
Native Grown. Where?
Where we go to smoke the good stuff.
That's right, baby. Rated number 1.
Hell yeah.
All right, with that.
Yeah, I think that's it on our.
Close her out, baby. Thanks.
Wait, did they make sure to your Aunt Jamie
and Jamie St. Mark's? Make sure you hit up Beardsconsin. Make sure you hit up Donnybrook because they're the dopest bare knuckle apparel in all of the game.
I was wearing a Donnybrook sweater earlier, so shout out to the boys.
Shout out to motherfucking DJ Actright. Thanks for coming on the show, man. You're the shit. I want to make sure that that's well known. And shout out to all of our sponsored fighters. They got some fights coming up. Shout out to our guys that are going to be fighting here coming up the next day. One is going to be Dallas Davison.
No,
he's
up right now.
Oh, it's on right now.
Yeah, it's
bad motherfucker. We're going to be watching here real shortly. And we're going to be watching. He's down there in motherfucking New Mexico, Albuquerque. Bare knuckle. And let me say bare knuckle. BKFC, baby. Watch it.
BKFC 59.
Hey, man. Thanks for joining us, DJ Actright. I want you on again because you have a fucking dope-ass story.
All right. Thank you. We are the Weekly Bust.